Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey to the West, Chapter 2, Part 3. As he flew, Wukong began laughing through his sorrow. He streaked eastward like a beam of golden light, back toward the water curtain cave and the destiny awaiting him. The mountains rolled beneath him like waves. The seas glimmered like molten glass. Each somersault carried him 100,000 li. Before long, he saw the familiar peaks of his homeland rising through the clouds. Sun Wukong descended onto the flower fruit mountain, laughing joyfully, and shouted, "Children, I'm back! My home, my cave, my children! The great sage has returned." Big monkeys and little monkeys came bounding in their thousands from caves in the cliffs, from the grass and flowers, and down from the trees. They all crowded around the handsome Monkey King, kowtowed and said, "Your Majesty, how could you stay away for so long, abandoning us all here? We've been desperate for you to come back. A demon has been here in our water curtain cave, and we've been fighting for our lives. He's been stealing our things and carrying off our youngsters. We've had to stay awake all night to guard our families. Thank goodness you've come back. Another year without you, Your Majesty, and every one of us would be under his control, cave and all." Sun Wukong was furious. "Who is this demon? What an outrage! Tell me everything about him and I'll go and give him what's coming to him." The host of monkeys kowtowed again and said, "Your Majesty, this terror calls himself the Demon King of Chaos. He lives north of here." "How far away is his lair?" Sun Wukong asked. "He comes and goes in cloud and mist, wind and rain, or thunder and lightning, so we don't know how far it is." "If that's how it is," Sun Wukong replied, "then don't worry. Just keep yourselves amused. I go and find him." The splendid Monkey King jumped up into the air, and as he somersaulted towards the north, he saw a rugged and precipitous mountain, a fine sight with peaks that pierced the sky and deep winding streams that coursed down to the underworld. On landing up high, he stood in silence for a while, gazing at the view. He then heard voices and went down to investigate, finding several small demons dancing around in front of a cave in the cliff. The demons ran away as soon as they saw Sun Wukong. "Wait there," Sun Wukong called. "I want you to take a message for me. I am the king of the water curtain cave in the mountain of flowers and fruit that lies due south of here. I've come to find that demon of chaos of yours, or whatever he's called. The one who's been mistreating my children and grandchildren, and have it out with him." The demons scuttled into the cave and reported, "A disaster, Your Majesty." "What do you mean, disaster?" the Demon King asked. "There's a monkey outside the cave," the demons reported, "who says he's the king of the water curtain cave on the mountain of flowers and fruits. He says that you've been bullying his children and grandchildren, and that he's come to find you and have it out with you." The Demon King laughed. "Those monkey devils are always going on about a king of theirs who renounced the world to cultivate his conduct. I suppose it must be him who's here now. Did you see how he was dressed or what weapons he was carrying?" "He hasn't got any weapons. He's bareheaded and he's wearing a red gown belted with a yellow silk sash and a pair of black boots. He isn't dressed like a monk or a layman or an immortal. He's bare-handed and empty-fisted, and he's standing outside the doors yelling. "Bring me my armour and weapons," said the Demon King when he heard this. The small demons produced them at once, and when he had donned his armour, he went out of the door with all the demons, his sword in hand. "Where is the king of the water curtain cave?" he roared. Sun Wukong was quite dazzled by the sight of this demon king of chaos. Golden helmet glistened in the sun, black silk gown, black metal armour, leather belt and patterned boots. His waist was 10 feet round. His sword had gleaming point and edge. "You insolent demon," shouted the Monkey King. "What's the use of having such big eyes if you can't see me?" The Demon King laughed at him. "You don't even stand 4 feet from the ground. You're so young and you've got no weapon in your hand. What sort of wild courage makes you challenge me to a fight?" "How blind you are," retorted Wukong. "You say I am small, but I can grow in the blink of an eye. You say I'm unarmed, not knowing that my 2 hands could pull down the moon from the sky. Don't worry, old Sun Wukong will sock you one." Sun Wukong gave a jump and leapt into the air, taking a swing at his face. The Demon King put out his hand to stop him and said, "Look how big I am, you dwarf. If you use your fists and I use my sword, it will only make me look ridiculous. Wait till I've put down my sword and I'll give you a boxing match." "Well said, spoken like a man. Come on then." The Demon King dropped his guard to throw a punch, and Sun Wukong rushed in towards him, punching and kicking. When he spread out his hand, it was enormous. When he clenched his fist, it was very powerful. Sun Wukong hit the Demon King in the ribs, kicked his backside and smashed his limbs. The demon seized his huge steel sword and swung it at Sun Wukong's skull. Sun Wukong dodged the blow and the sword only sliced thin air. Seeing that this fight was getting serious, Sun Wukong used his magic art of getting extra bodies. He pulled out one of his hairs, popped it in his mouth, chewed it up, and blew it into the air, shouting, "Change!" It turned into 200 or 300 little monkeys who all crowded round him. Sun Wukong now had an immortal body, and he was capable of any magic transformation he chose. Since he had followed the way, he could change each of the 84,000 hairs on his body into anything he wanted. The little monkeys were so nimble and quick, they could dodge any sword or spear. Look at them, leaping forwards and jumping backwards, rushing up and surrounding the Demon King, grabbing him, poking him, pulling at his ears, eyes, twisting his nose, picking him up together and throwing him to the ground. They beat him till he was very befuddled. Sun Wukong managed to snatch his sword, told the little monkeys to get out of the way, and brought it down on the crown of his head, splitting it right in two. Then he led his forces to charge into the cave, where they exterminated all the demons, big and small. He shook himself and the hair returned to his body. The remaining monkeys were the little monkeys the Demon King had carried off from the water curtain cave. "How did you get here, little ones?" little Sun Wukong asked. There were 30 or 40 of them, and they replied with tears in their eyes, "It was after your Majesty went off to become an immortal. He has been fighting with us for years. He brought us all here by force. All the things here, the stone bowls and plates, were stolen from our cave by that beast. "If it's our stuff, take it all out," said Sun Wukong, and then he set fire to the cave in the belly of the water and burnt it to a cinder. "Come back with me," he ordered the monkeys. "Your Majesty," they replied, "when we came here, all we could hear was the wind howling in our ears as it blew us here, so we don't know the way. How are we ever going to get back?" "There's nothing at all to that spell he used," said Sun Wukong. "I can do it too. And now I have only to know the smallest bit about something and I understand it completely. Shut your eyes and don't worry." Splendid Monkey King. He recited a spell, took them riding on a cloud, then brought the cloud down to the ground. "Open your eyes and look, children," he shouted. As soon as the monkeys' feet touched the ground, they recognised their home. In their delight, they all ran along the familiar path to the cave, and the monkeys who had stayed all crowded in as well. They bowed in homage to their Monkey King. Wine and food was laid out to celebrate, and they asked him how he had defeated the Demon King and saved their children. When Sun Wukong had told them the whole story, the monkeys were incredulous. "Where did you learn such arts, Your Majesty?" "When I left you," Sun Wukong replied, "I followed the waves and the currents and drifted across the Eastern Ocean to the southern Jambu continent. There I taught myself to take human form and to wear these clothes and boots. I swaggered around for 8 or 9 years, but I never found the way. So I sailed across the Western Ocean to the Western continent. After that, after long searching, I was lucky enough to meet a venerable immortal who taught me the true way, which makes me as immortal as heaven and leads to the great Dharma gate to eternal youth." The monkeys all exclaimed that his like could not be found in 1,000,000,000 years. Sun Wukong laughed and said, "Children, we should congratulate ourselves on having a surname." "What is Your Majesty's surname?" the monkey masters asked. "My surname is now Sun, and my Buddhist name is Wukong." The monkeys all clapped their hands with delight and said, "Your Majesty is Old Sun, and we are Second Sun, Third Sun, Thin Sun, Little Sun, a family of suns, a clan of suns, a nation of suns." They all offered Old Sun their respects with big plates and small bowls of coconut toddy, grape wine, magic flowers and magic fruit. They felt united with a single surname as a large, immensely happy family, all waiting to be transferred to the Register of Immortals. If you would like to know what happens next in their lives, look out for our next instalment. Bye for now.